Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of Lightyear. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Lightyear is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Disney. It comes in a standard slipcover edition available at your local and online retailers, as well as a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Now, when it comes to the film itself, I am a big Pixar fan. I have been since the original Toy Story, and while a couple of their movies have been not so good, but I do feel that the bulk of their catalog really has some compelling stuff. They have great quality. They've always been ahead of the animation, the computer animation, and I think generally like the looks have changed over the years. They've gotten better. The stories I feel are very unique. Occasionally, as I mentioned, you don't get one that quite works, and unfortunately Lightyear, for me at least, doesn't quite work. I think it really starts out with the opening title where it says this long time ago a movie came out that Andy really liked, paraphrasing of course, and this is that movie. Now while that's a good sentiment, I really feel that the filmmakers added that as a afterthought. Like they crafted this whole story, this movie, they used the characters from Toy Story, with Buzz specifically, and they're like, well, this might confuse some people, so let's put that little blurb at the beginning. I think they really should have, made the blurb and then made that movie, because I don't feel, and I think a lot of people agree, that this is a movie that would have gotten Andy really excited to have Buzz Lightyear as an action figure. I mean, some of it works. I do like some of the plot points, but I don't know. It's not that movie to me. It doesn't have Buzz as a really strong character. And some of the supporting cast that he meets halfway through, I feel are kind of give or take. They don't really, really add a whole lot. And I don't know. It's just, I'm not a huge fan of the finished product. It's something I may go back to one more time. I watched it twice, once in the theater and once for this 4K review. But I don't know if this is going to stay on my collection. I think ultimately it's going to end up in the sell pile, but it's a shame. Some of them work, some of them don't. But, Pixar, we're on to the next thing, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better. All right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook edition of Lightyear. Looks good. Nothing too special about it, but there is some nice embossing on the title, so that's actually pretty cool. And then we have the back, and then the spine. Interior artwork on the discs. So yeah, I think actually not too bad, not too bad. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Lightyear on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio. It was finished at a 4K digital intermediate with HDR10 for the grading. Lightyear's image quality is generally a solid presentation. Even though it's the newest Pixar entry, I did find the visuals on Toy Story 4 and Soul, which came out prior to this one, looked a little bit better. But with that being said, Lightyear still looks great on 4K. As is typical with animated features on 4K, the detail gains are modest at best. When comparing to the Blu-ray, it's not a night and day difference in regards to texture upgrades. For eagle-eyed viewers, however, these enhancements are there to be found. Planetary terrain, close-ups of the space gear, the interior of Zurg's ship exhibit bumps up in general detail. Colors strike a very nice balance with HDR, never stepping over the line into melt your eyeballs territory that would be found in other animated films, but still providing a pleasing uptick to the palette. When Buzz enters hyperspace, HDR makes the myriad of colors surrounding his starfighter leap off the screen. The character of Socks has a wonderful orange appearance, and he looks really good. On the flip side, some of the planetary terrain looks intentionally subdued color-wise, but still shows good depth. Black levels provide a nice deep inky appearance, especially when the characters are in space in the back half of the film. Shadow detail looks good, no issues with any kind of black crush or unnatural elevation throughout the film. Lightyear on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio presentation. While Disney as a studio doesn't set the world on fire as far as audio goes in their 4K releases, Lightyear's Atmos won't do too much to change your opinion in that matter. I won't go so far as to say it's typical Atmos quality from Disney, but it's nothing that will make any top 10 lists. For starters, the height speakers are used mostly in a complementary fashion, which to their credit offers some good consistency, but aren't very dynamic or often discrete in their activity. The rest of the surround speakers do have some solid immersive elements, musical cues to help offer the listener a good level of audio depth. Fronts are clear and dialogue is clean with no problems. The low end isn't as flat as a normal Disney disc is. It has some heft to it, but it's nothing to write home about. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Lightyear on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. The HDR bump over the Blu-ray edition has some nice enhancements. For the visual context of the story, it's a good-looking disc and one that fans of the film should buy on 4K. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one a B. Thankfully, this isn't an Atmos disaster as we typically get from Disney, but it isn't anything particularly memorable. On-screen action has a fun energy to it, and the quieter moments do provide some good atmosphere. While the Atmos presentation is good, it could have been better. So that is my review of Lightyear on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel, but if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.